What's up, everybody? Michael Phoenix here, founder of the magazine, standing outside one of the best places in the Lehigh Valley to eat and to grab yourself a treat and just to experience here in Lehigh Valley. The Chocolate Lab over here on Main Street in Bethlehem, right next to the Moravian Bookshop. Gorgeous, I mean gorgeous, in the 70s. Cannot believe it's November afternoon. Basically, if you've been following the magazine at all, this year I decided I needed a new challenge, okay? Still love the music, still love the arts, but seen it all, pretty much seen it, done it. So this year I decided to get the magazine and myself involved in politics, and I lucked out because it was the local elections, a great way to introductory course, shall we say. So basically I'm just going to wrap up the 2015 elections and 2015 election year. For, as far as like personal experiences, and pretty much give you an idea of what happened. But I actually started off, check the archive section for the politics. I'm not going to get into the details, but you can pretty much see everything, a lot of what the magazine covered and how I did it. But it has been, with the main elections, it has been an interesting, to say the least, education and experience. I was over at Westgate Mall. Spent a lot of hours over at the Westgate Mall with the Democrats, even though I'm a registered independent. And right off, I want to say, if anybody figures out why I dove into this with so much passion, both from the magazine side and also from the other side of behind the scenes, do me a favor, don't tell me. This is one of those things in life, I just don't want to know the answer, okay? Just trust me on this. But anyway, it has been a very interesting education, honestly. I'm still walked into this an extreme skeptic of politics, believing I knew what the game was like, and I'm still an extreme skeptic of politics and politicians now. It's just the behind the scenes. I'm not going to go into too much detail because there are people that have very good experiences with it. There are people that have medium level experiences, and there are people that are like, okay, never again eat, no matter how much I'm getting paid, experiences. But basically, if you want to get into the politics, I'll tell you right now, as a supporter, just don't, even if you have a college degree, don't think you're going to make a ton of money. You're going to get very few get hired on as a staff position right off. This is just like anything else you do, where you got to, like with myself, I walked in there, I was like, thinking, okay, I have the creativity, I have the magazine, I have all this experience, and along the way, hey, here's some new ideas. Well, guess what? And I'm sure this is Democrat or Republican, doesn't matter. Basically, you walk into this, you want to get started in this. Just check everything at the door, including at times your conscience. Honestly, this is a game, and the rules of this game, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this without sounding like I'm going at the throat of anybody, but this game and its rules and the players, from the behind the scenes aspect, it's entirely different than what's on the surface and what the voters see, honestly. So you really have to some extent, whether small or large, you really have to check things a lot of things at the door, especially if you're an independent. I'm telling you right now, okay? There are times where you have to check your conscience. There are times where you have to check your ideals. There are times you have to check your political beliefs at the door, literally, if you want to make it in this area in life. I couldn't resist. But anyway, it's a rough game to play, honestly. I thought that I knew the rules, and I didn't. I had a basic idea, and I didn't. There were times where I was wondering, why the hell am I even doing this? Honestly. You will find out that the appreciation level verbally might be there, but in all honesty, you're just someone else helping out in the end, honestly. There are a few candidates that, and I have to give Mark Smith and everybody a hell of a lot of credit here, and so much thanks and gratitude to Mark Smith from the Town School Board. Unfortunately, he did not win, but he was one of the candidates that I supported him through the magazine, and myself, promoted him, did an interview with him during the primaries, and he did show a lot of gratitude, even though I wasn't on the ground level helping him out. And especially his daughter and his family. When I walked into the campaign party the night of the elections, I walked in and it's like it just blew me away. The amount of thanks and gratitude I received for what little I did. But in a lot of cases, don't expect it. If you think you're going to get paid a lot of money, even if you have a lot of ideas and everything, you'll be lucky if you do. Do I regret? I put a lot of signs together. I put a lot of packets together. Did data entry, things like that. The bottom, it's the bottom basic intern level of things. And I'll tell you what, it was tough at times. It got to me at times. I'll fully admit it. Where the frustration and stress level. There were times I was like, I give them ideas about using social media. Hey, look, you don't have to pay for it. You don't have to always shell out money for things. Here's a few ways to do it. Different ways to do it. Nothing. So just be prepared for all of this if you want to get into the game, and be prepared for a lot more. Honestly, do I regret a single moment of it? No. Honestly, I thought I did a lot. I thought I did, but I met a lot of great people. I met a lot of people along the way. Hopefully made some good connections, but I met a lot of great people. If I wouldn't have gotten into this, I wouldn't have had a chance to meet people like Mark Smith and his daughter Lauren, his wife, and his I wouldn't have had a chance to meet Celeste, who was a campaign manager. And even though I may not have agreed with her at times, and there were moments where honestly I'll fully admit I did not like her, I have a hell of a lot of respect for her. Honestly, now that it's over, everything's cool, but I have a hell of a lot of respect for her and what she does. Yeah, I met some assholes along the way, some egotistical jerk-offs. I'll fully admit it. But the people that I met, like Mark and Celeste, and I was lucky enough to have a chance to get to know, they're the ones that made it worth it. They're a large part of what made it worth it for me. So if you can look at it from, getting involved in politics and elections and campaigns of politicians, if you can look at it from that side, especially in the end when it's over, you'll make it. You'll make it in this game. With the major elections coming up next year, I know the game and I know the rules. And you know what? I'm really looking forward to it. Covering events with my magazine like I did with the local elections, and hopefully getting involved in one or two politicians. So, but yeah, local elections here in Lehigh Valley. That's for another article. I'll pop you a few results and do a quick analysis breakdown. But I just wanted to give you an idea with the major elections coming up, whether you're volunteering, whether you're lucky enough to get paid, whether you're lucky enough to be on staff. I just wanted to give you an idea what to expect. Michael Phoenix, founder of the magazine. Thanks to everybody for the support. Part 1 of the 2015 elections is over. Looking forward to finishing part 2 and basically taking a break from politics and the words Democrat, Republican, and every single word involved with politics. Trust me, at the end when it hits you, I doubt you want to hear certain words again for at least a few weeks. Take care, everybody. Stay safe in the night, and always. Holidays are coming up. Enjoy them. Mike Phoenix, founder of the magazine here on Main Street in Bethlehem, right in front of the Chocolate Lab. If you're in the area, definitely stop by here between Their creations and the staff, no matter what kind of mood you're in, you walk. I mean, you can almost guarantee you walk out at least with a smile on your face, if not laughing. Take care. Later.